Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Chuck Bartok here to discuss and spend a little bit of time about achieving your dreams. This will be an ongoing series with a different approach on a weekly basis. Over the past 67 years, I've heard publicly that some people are just born to be losers. I've heard people say that about themselves and also listened to others deride people because they're born to be losers. Well, I don't believe in that. I do believe that some people are bound to fail more often than others, but they're not born to be losers. We were all born in the image and likeness of the infinite intelligence, and we were all born with the power and the ability to rise to any level of greatness we desire. But if you think you belong in the category of losers, then you need a change of pace to start enjoying life more fully. There are some approaches that have been tried and proven by the experts and pros. And an expert and pro is just someone who knows how to achieve their dreams. You might find out that you're not a big loser if you ever have felt that way. First thing to do is to spend some time and learn to understand yourself. Take a pen and paper and give yourself a brief evaluation. Write down the things that you believe are your strengths and weaknesses. It is very likely that you have more items in your weakness list compared to the ones in your strengths list if you think you were born loser. Next, try to write down the reasons why you have strengths or weaknesses. For an example, if you listed patient in your strength list, put some more specific details such as, I am willing to wait, save money until I can afford to get and not use a credit card. Or if you wrote down that you were lazy in the weakness section, you can correlate by stating, I do not like to wake up until after 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that if you've fulfilled your allotted tasks the previous day and have plenty of hours in front of you to continue. In the old days, we, of course, early to bed, early to rise, made a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That was true when we were tied to the agricultural world. But on this internet marketing thing, I spend a lot of time late at night talking to people and communicating with people around the world in different time zones. So I may sleep later one day than the other. Knowing the specifics of your strengths and weaknesses can help you become more adept in improving the hindrances. It is vital that you know and understand how you can use your strengths as a foundation, as well as turn your weaknesses into strengths gradually. You can aim to change 1 to 2, 3 weaknesses at a time. Next, let's spend some time talking about changing your weaknesses. You need to give yourself time to improve on your weaknesses. Be specific in your action plan by creating steps toward your goal. For example, if you are weakened by a lack of focus, you can start enhancing in that area by doing activities like reading more books about the matter for at least 30 minutes a day, or listening to a person talk for at least 1 minute before losing focus. Remember, we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them accordingly. Improve in the activities regularly by increasing the time frame and adding more personal challenges. Another way to get rid of the losing situation, if you have one, is to learn from winners. It is recommended that you stick around with individuals who are successful and the quote born winners. If you lie down with dogs, you might get fleas. And we have such precious time on this earth. Why would we want to spend our time and energy around people who operate from a totally negative aspect and are constantly blaming every other thing for their lack of success? Who you hang with is going to have a lot to determine on who you are. Hanging around with individuals who are successful or, quote, born winners allows you to adapt their habits and personality that will in time lead to nonstop success. Winners and leaders have great traits that you can file, such as perseverance, critical thinking, stability under pressure, competence, and the aspiration to never give up. Learn to burn the boats on the beach. Adopt these qualities as your own and use the individuals as your role models. Read about people who have successfully made it their chosen field of interest. One of the reasons why you may fail consistently, if you have, is because you are choosing the aspects where you are worst at. Try to ask yourself the things that you truly care about, or even study and review without anyone needing to tell you. These are the features that you are most likely talented in. And then another wonderful trick to get rid of that losing feeling is to remembering your successes. Whenever you've encountered success or achieved your goals, use these as motivational tools to remind you that you are always capable of gaining bigger benefits from larger tasks. Look back on your previous accomplishments and use these finished objectives to lead to your ultimate goal. It is also wise to expect failure once in a while. Those are just minor setbacks. But you should use this as a way to learn. Failure should always be an opportunity for you to do better next time. Okay, you want to get rid of those, quote, losing feelings? Let's review real quick on how to achieve your dreams more easily. Get a better understanding of yourself. Change your weaknesses. Surround yourself and learn from winners. And also keep notes in your mind and even on paper on your successes and dwell on your successes. This is Chuck Bartok, thanking you very much for spending time with me today, and we sure appreciate if you join our Achieving Your Dreams newsletter. The URL is right there, www.voyage to success. You know, I always tell people to have a great day, and that's easy because there really is no other alternative.